It was supposed to be a short evening walk. Mary had arrived at her grandmother's old house earlier that day, trading city chaos for a quiet weekend in the countryside. The woods behind the property beckoned to her as the sun began to set, a kaleidoscope of golden light filtering through the trees. Seeking fresh air, she stepped out, pulling her jacket tight against the crisp autumn breeze. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, a low battery warning. Mary glanced at it briefly but dismissed it. She didn't need her phone out here. She enjoyed the solitude, the earthy smell of fallen leaves beneath her boots, the gentle rustle of branches swaying overhead. Minutes passed as the sky deepened into hues of orange, then purple, then shadowed gray. Then something broke the silence, a sound. Faint, unnatural. A voice, "Come closer." Mary's. She scanned the trees. Was it the wind or something else? She licked her lips nervously. "Hello?" she called out, her voice small against the expansive quiet. The same voice responded, but this time it repeated her words. Her voice, distorted. Goosebumps rose immediately. It wasn't playful, it wasn't human. Instinctively, Mary stepped back, her breathing quickening. She turned, ready to retrace her steps, but the path she had followed was gone. The trees behind her warped unnaturally, their gnarled branches twisting toward one another, forming a crooked barrier. Her heart raced. Had she taken a wrong turn? Was she imagining things? She fumbled her phone out of her pocket, switching on the flashlight. The weak beam trembled against the suffocating dark. And then, in its pale halo, she saw it, something sitting at the base of a tree. A doll. Its face was cracked and porcelain white. Its eyes, glassy and too realistic, stared at her unblinkingly. But it wasn't lifeless. No. From those glass eyes, a thick black liquid oozed in slow, sticky drops. Mary's legs lost their strength as she staggered backward. But then it moved. The doll's mouth stretched open, and the voice, now impossibly close, whispered, "Stay with us." Her breath hitched, panic surged through her. She turned and scrambled uphill, boots slipping in the damp dirt. Around her, the air sang with voices, echoes of her own, warped and layered. "Stay, stay forever." Branches clawed at her hair and clothes as she pushed blindly forward, no longer caring about direction. The flashlight flickered weakly, before cutting out entirely. Darkness swallowed her whole, and then light, a flicker ahead, a lantern. It dangled from a crooked branch like a beacon, swaying against the wind. Her chest burned with desperation. She reached out, stumbling toward the glow. Under its faint warmth, she stopped beneath the tree. Relief began to creep in, until she caught sight of what hung opposite the lantern. A mirror, but the reflection staring back wasn't her. It was pale, almost lifeless. Hollow, bleeding eyes stared out of a face that distorted into an unnatural grin. The twisted version of herself opened its mouth, words spilling out of sync with its movements. "You heard the echo. Now you belong to us." Cold fingers slid around her arms, unseen but inescapable. She screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the forest. Around her, the voices grew louder. They weren't hers anymore. They were someone else's. The lantern flickered once, then sputtered out. The darkness reclaimed everything. When morning came, there was no trace of Mary. The woods behind the house were silent once again, except for the broken doll sitting beneath the tree, dripping black liquid from its eyes, a faint smile etched on its face, waiting patiently for the next voice.